What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing G20 on Amazon Prime, starring Viola Davis. It's an action movie. It's in the Die Hard vein of action movies. You know, wrong place at the wrong time. Even when you're the president of the United States, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. They love this formula, man. Ever since Die Hard did what it did, and Die Hard is one of the best movies of all time, we like, yo, man, how many people can we put in the wrong place at the wrong time? Viola Davis plays the President of the United States. First of all, she's got my vote if she ever wants to run for real. I'm going to just vote on the strips. I mean, we had an actor be president before. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Reagan. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. We had an actor be the governor of California for 2 terms. So if Viola Davis wants to run, let me hear your initial plan. And I'm like, all right, I'm voting for you. I'm all in. So she's a great pick for this type of role. I could believe her as an authority like that. She's got a loving family. She got a rebellious teenage daughter escaping from the White House. And you know you can't just be escaping from the White House. Played by Marseille Martin, who we may know from the television. She's at that stage, the rebellious stage, where she's just butting heads with her mom. Her husband is played by Anthony Anderson. And he's got a dope nuclear family, you know what I mean? And so, but she just happens to be the president of the United States. And so they go to this summit. It's a big summit called the G20 Summit. And she's just trying to launch this new initiative for, you know, to battle world hunger. And also, there's a former Australian, you know what I'm saying? He was like let me look him up. Australian Special Forces corporal named Edward Rutledge, played by Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander on The Boys. And I feel like Homelander is one of the best villains that TV has ever produced. I hate Homelander with every fiber of my being. That's what makes him an outstanding villain, because he is a villain that gets emotion out of me. So he's the villain in this, and he's setting it up to where, so he wants to plunge the global stock market so he can just get that bread. That's his whole plan, and he's got an axe to grind. So he's the big heavy in this one, and he sets it up to when they all come for that summit, I'm gonna hold these world leaders hostage so I can put my plan into effect. Now, what he didn't bank on is that this president is tougher than she may seem. And so she finds herself in a situation where she has to get out of it. She has a very loyal head of security played by Ramon Rodriguez, who we also know as Will Trent on the series Will Trent. So they have a great dynamic. And he's like, listen, my whole job is to protect you. And she's like, well, I don't want to leave these hostages behind. And he's just like, but I got to protect you. Well, I'm not leaving without them. So they button heads on that front, all while trying to, you know, essentially save the day. It's a dope ensemble of characters and actors. Anthony Starr is just always good. Viola Davis is always incredible. And I believe her in action roles. She's been here before. You know, The Woman King was outstanding. And so, you know, when she's kicking ass, I buy it. You know what I'm saying? She's not getting the easy wins either. That's what I appreciate. She's not getting the easy wins. She out here struggling for the victory. And I like to see that in my action movies. Like, that's the thing about Steven Seagal movies. It was always too easy for him. I was just like, man, he's not struggling enough. I like for my heroes to be getting their asses kicked. Yeah, they might win. They might have barely won. And she goes through a lot of those sequences within this film. There are some beats where it feels like, oh, this was made for TV. You know what I'm saying? There are certain moments where they got a little cheese on there. You know what I'm saying? But you accept it in movies like this. If you can believe the main hero, that's always a step in the right direction. And so you overlook the cheese factor. You know what I mean? And so there were definite moments like that where I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't care what you say. Made for streaming content always feels a little bit different than a straight theatrical joint. I don't know what it is. I feel like, oh, this feels like it was made for, you know, Netflix or Amazon or something like that. I can always pinpoint it. I don't know what it is. I can't even put my finger on it, but it's definitely giving that that type of vibe. And Viola Davis is running around kicking ass in a dress. You know what I'm saying? A dress and sneakers. So I'm like, because the wardrobe is important. When you think about Die Hard, you think about his dingy tank top, his slacks. He was barefoot, his feet dirty, bloody. That's very important to the thinking, because it's like it's all happening in real time in one day. So we ain't got to go through all these different wardrobe changes. Forget all that, man. You want to know the smooth jazz review of G20? Well, here it is. Oh yeah, I'm giving G20 3.5 saxophones out of 5. It's a nice little entertaining action joint filled with some nice little side characters too that's kicking ass as well. And it's a strong female presence in this joint. You can tell, you can just feel it. And it was directed by a woman director by the name of, what her name is, Patricia Riggin. I hope I said that last name right. So they're not just relegated to damsels in distress. So that's always a good time. But it makes me think, like, if I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, would I be able to rise to the occasion? Do I have the skills to take out the heavies? No, I don't have the skills. I'm getting my asses kicked, man. I'm getting several asses kicked. I'm getting my ass kicked, whoever's with me, whoever I can pump up to feel like, yo, we can take out these trained professionals. We can take them out hand to hand. Let's do it. And then we both get our asses kicked by the one person. And then the rest of the soldiers just like, yeah, just let him just... He think he's John McClane down there. And I'm just getting my ass kicked. And then I'm going to be missing on the gunfire. I ain't been in the gun range since the pandemic. I'm missing. This is who I am, man. I'm going to miss. And then they're going to kick my ass. If they don't shoot me, and then I get shot in the leg, and I'm not just going to be laying around, it's just a flesh wound. No, I'm done. I'm screaming. I'm like, help me, man. I'm giving away my location. Once I get hit in the leg, yarg. We found you. I know you found me, man. Get me out of here. I don't know. Anyway, that's my review for the film G20. Check it out on Amazon Prime, man. It's entertaining, man. You can just click play and just let it rip, man. And let me know your favorite Die Hard ripoffs. You know, we'll take Die Hard off the table. What are your favorite wrong place at the wrong time movies, man? So movies I can think of off the top. Remember Sudden Impact with Jean-Claude Van Damme? He was like at a hockey game, you know what I'm saying? Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. That's probably one of my favorites right there. But just let me know what your favorite wrong place, wrong time movies are in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as usual, we out here.